Well, up at 5. Time to load the old girl up. Woohoo! This has been playing up, so we're going to see how that goes. You see, it's a bit nutty. It's fine when you start driving, but where the problem is at home. When you try and get it to charge, and it might do it when we supercharge. I don't know yet. So some of the problem we're going to have is that some of the video is going to be vertical. That's because I'll be wearing glasses, which allows me to film and use both hands, etc. So you'll see that every now and again. There'll be black bars to the left and right, I suspect. Right, let's put in the visitor centre. Shania Twain, Man, I Feel Like a Woman. That's a good song to get us going. The interesting thing with this, of course, is we've got the premium package. So all the data is free. Let's just hope this actually works abroad. Should do from looking at the forums. But all that's included the premium package from when this was built, along with the free supercharging. So that was the other thing, is that all this is actually going to be theoretically free supercharging all the way there and all the way back. Right, I am off. Now, the reason that this is not loading the route is because, can you believe it, today is a day that our broadband, fibre broadband of 3 years contract ends and a new contract starts. And because it's on Wi-Fi, or was, it wasn't calculating the route, so I've just got to move out here, get off Wi-Fi and then continue on. So, because now we have a data signal and it come off Wi-Fi, I've got the full route. The first stop is Oxford services. So we're coming out of the Forest of Dean to Oxford. All the way to Poland is 9 superchargers in total. The idea is to have sort of a relaxed journey there with no real pressure to get anywhere, because it's open-ended, and so it is what it is in terms of how long it takes to get me there. But of course I've got to catch the shuttle to get across to France, so that is the time constraint for today. But I've left in what is theoretically plenty of time. We shall see, but it should be fine. And there's that 36 psi on there, so I'm gonna have to pump that at some point, probably on my first stop, just to get it up to where it should be. But yeah, that's what I gotta do. So should be theoretically straightforward, but I am driving a 60D. Remember, in terms of range, you can't get a smaller battery, but for those who watch my channel, I'm used to driving around in 24 kilowatt hours, and only over the last couple of months in a 40 kilowatt hour converted van, and so this is quite a luxury really to see 159 on there. To some of you that'll probably be a shock, possibly, unless you're a long time follower and driver of EVs. A lot of cars now 300, 400, it's like wow. So this is like, for some cars on the market now, this is like half the range that you'd be getting started off at half. But anyway, for me this is lovely, so we shall see. But in terms of how has this been going, if anyone's interested in that, the car's been going fine. We got the usual, because don't forget this is quite an old car now, well looked after, one owner. I've been through all that, not go through it again. The rattle on the front shock, kind of know what that is, seen it on forums and stuff. It involves, if you went to Tesla, they replaced the front strut, essentially, it would seem, but there's actually a cap on top. You can take it off and tighten it up and Loctite it, and then you shouldn't get the rattle come back. It's on both. Worse on this front right, probably because we're sat here. That needs doing. The charge port flap, it's got a mind of its own. Of late, that wasn't like that when I got it, but also it charges it half the rate at home. Superchargers work fine, so shouldn't concern this journey at all, but at home it charges at about 3 kilowatts per hour. And the trouble with these glasses is it only records 3 minutes, and so it shouldn't concern this journey charging at 3 kilowatt. But anyway, let's not get involved in all that. So far so good. About 2 miles in. The A417 Link Road, 40 mile an hour limit. It's big machinery, a lot of ground moving here. It's a massive project, huge project. All this was lovely rolling countryside, and I presume the road's eventually going to run somewhere down there, I guess, unless this is expanded out to the left as well. Find out in a couple of years' time. That big project. That whole landscape's changed. The hills been moved. Incredible. Oxford services. Tesla charging up here, it says. Well signposted, and look at all those lovely bays. All free for me to use.
Is on the left.
Lovely. We like this, don't we? I'm going to go on this M1 here. So, big problem is getting this to actually work. We're going to... The pin doesn't come out, you see. This is the problem. Come on. Be good. Be good. Hey, there we go. Phew. We don't want this problem. Definitely don't want this problem. But you got no light on there, you see. Yes, it is supercharging. Woo! Added a mile already. I've walked around the car, sat in, it's already added a mile. So it's only got 20 minutes until I have to continue my trip. Next supercharger is Folkestone. And then the next charge I'm going to have to do is going to be in Belgium. So let's have a little look. Look at this. Here we are. So that's going to be Folkestone, and I presume that's the train across. So I'm going to charge at Folkestone, and then there you are, to Bruges, Belgium, and then Eindhoven in the Netherlands. It's all good, isn't it? Love it. So we'll see how that goes. So it's actually not, as long as it goes smoothly in terms of charging, that port, the port works, is the little pin. I've seen loads of people on forums having bits and bobs of issues with that, but it's should be fairly straightforward. So at the moment it's saying I'm going to get to, I'm going to have to be at Folkestone with a 45-minute charge here, but yeah, I'm going to stay on here a little bit longer, I think, just to get as much as I possibly can on it. Don't feel warm though, nice and cold. Okie dokie. That, oh, had a little red light on it then. What have a little red light on it? What's it doing? It's been a silly billy. That's not working either. It's been a silly billy. That charge port. Hopefully it'll close. Right, it says good to go, which is good. Let's go, boys. Off we go. Should arrive with 10% at Folkestone. So we shall see. Alright, charging disabled when using manual release. Close charge port door and retry. Now, I haven't done a manual release as far as I know that, but that's still there, that error. Yeah, it's come up with an error. Hopefully that'll disappear on the next time I go to the charger and mess around with that charge door. I hope. There's the Eurostar. Been following that for quite some time now. We are 18 miles away from Folkestone supercharger. Here we've got the exit here towards Channel Tunnel and services. Hopefully this error,
take exit 11A on the left.
This error is still showing charging disabled when using manual release. Close charge port door and retry. I'm hoping I can clear that, otherwise I got a problem. Le shuttle. I'm hoping the services are easy to find. In 1,000 feet, turn left. Check in. Okay, we're through. Here's the Tesla chargers, and we've got a jack going into that one. We have got spare chargers, which is pretty nice. Can I squeeze in here? I think I can. I can squeeze in. Now I've got to see whether it works. So it's still got a red. Yeah. Oh, it's working. It was red. It's still showing red though, annoyingly. Ha. We might have a problem here. We might have a problem. Showing red. Uh-oh. Charging plan only needs to we'd like to lower the charge limit. No. It's ready to charge. Yeah, it's not going to charge. Okay. That's still red. It was white. Okay. Okay, it thinks the charge port's open. It isn't. The only thing I can think to do, the car's off, charging, pressing close charge port does nothing. I'm going to have to reset, press and hold to do a reset. Oh dear. This is not good. This is a very bad start. Shoot. Still saying that. Charge disable when using manual release. I haven't used a manual release at all. Uh-oh. Okay, so I rebooted it and open was there. Open charge port was there. But closed charge port wasn't. Both were there. But now, I think this is going to ruin my journey, unfortunately. Let's try it. So that went white briefly, then it won't charge. Then it goes red. Then it closes. Yeah, it's not working. Oh dear, dear, dear.
Going into the pet reception.
Oh dear, this is a major problem.
Did you previously see the alert about the manual release?
Yeah, when I unplugged at the last supercharger, I unplugged, got back in the car, went to drive off. It says the manual release has been pulled.
Yeah, that was the day prior to today's date.
No, that was 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
So I'm on my way to Poland. It's the first long trip really we've done on the car. Well, I've used superchargers before, obviously loads, but this is the first time I need 9 superchargers in a row. Got to the first one, charged successfully, took the cable out, and I got an error message. I was like, oh no, got 1,000 miles to do.
Right, you can open the door, that will bring the vehicle back on.
Yeah. Okay, I've still got the error on the dashboard saying charging disabled when using manual release. Close charge port door and retry. Okay, that's turned off the main screen, but obviously the dashboard, etc. is still on. Oh dear. Oh. Oh shoot. So there's nothing we can do?
Nothing we can do.
No, but I mean, we've had this car for four or 5 months, and we've not had any issues at all.
This is the only explanation I can come up with. Like, bear in mind, I am not an actual technician doing diagnosis. However, from the vitals that I've seen in the vehicle, it clearly said that the latch movements isn't monitored. Obviously, it says, like you already seen on the customer-facing alerts, that the charging disabled by using manual release.
I'm a bit screwed then. If I can't charge the car, so I'm stuck in Folkestone Channel Crossing tunnel.
Euro tunnel.
Because I can't go anywhere. I got 38 miles.
And then, if you do want to make your way back to a country that you're traveling to, maybe a rental would be a solution for the time being. I'm really sorry, because obviously there's the situation no one wants to find themselves in.
No.
I understand that because I travel every year to Europe. I'm really sorry. I've tried.
Okay.
It's literally everything.
Rightio.
But yeah, like I said, service is work, I'm afraid, alright?
Yeah. Do you know where my closest? Have I got any chance of getting anywhere, do you know? Or am I completely screwed?
I mean, like I mentioned, it's either Crawley or Dartford.
But it isn't Crawley like an hour away?
Yeah, that's the nearest one to your to Folkestone.
Is there any mobile mechanics? Any mobile Tesla engineers?
There is an option for a mobile engineer, however, it is an average of 48 hours. They can request it by 48 hours more or less.
So there's nothing they can do. It needs to, you probably heard of some, I don't know how much I managed to record. Obviously I wasn't really concentrating on recording. But I've got 38 miles left. It's got to go to Tesla. Because it's a hardware thing. They think it's a hardware because he's trying to reset, done all sorts of things to it over the air. Oh, a waste of time. So it's been a month or so in the planning. Managed to do one supercharged, and then when I released the cable it said charge and disable when using manual release. I haven't used the manual release, so we don't know what's going on with that. And that's that. Can't do anything, so I can't get to Tesla. I have to now work out, I can't spend too long talking about this. I need to go in and work out how I can just say I'm not going to be on the train. The end of the video. Until I do another video, I guess, where I don't know if I can get towed. I don't know, get put on a flatbed. Because I can't charge at all. Can't even get a slow charge. Could do no charging at all. So I'm completely and utterly screwed. Final thing, I've put in Dartford to go to the closest Tesla service centre. I'm going up a road. It's a special road to let people out. Obviously no one's coming out this way. Because why would you? But I haven't got enough power to make it to Dartford. It's 54 miles. I got 37 mile range now. So I'm gonna have to go about 5 miles an hour the entire way. And I don't know if I'll make it to Dartford. I don't think I will. Theoretically, no. Gonna try and make it to a service centre. If I don't, I've got to be on a flatbed anyway. So, I don't know. When I'm at Dartford, I'll try and work it out then, and maybe I'll continue this video on rather than the other video. Oh, nightmare. I mean, I can't go 30 on the motorway, so I'm going to have to pick up the speed to something reasonable, which is a bit unfortunate. But if I say, I don't know, 45 45 or something like that. Isn't this ironic? Charging needed to reach destination, charging disabled. Cheers! Great. So I've got to be on this motorway for, I'm coming off. Oh dear, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Flip.
Thank you for calling Tesla. You're speaking to Ruby. How can I help?
Hi, yeah, I've got a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to Dartford service station. I don't know if I'll make it or not.
And I'll put the same concern in for Dartford, and I'll inform them that you'll be dropping in and just see if there's availability for them to just check over the vehicle for you.
That would be brilliant if someone could. I don't know if they keep parts in stock, but if apparently it's a hardware part rather than just firmware. But right, will I make it is the question. 35 miles left, 25 miles range. I've clawed back a little bit. Right, sit rep. I am off the motorway.
Now enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
That was horrible. And trouble is, I think it's going to be horrible now because I'm going on to a dual carriageway. I'm hoping it's a dual carriageway, and I do need to put some power down. So I'm going to go left here. Thankfully, there's a 40-mile-an-hour limit on this little bit. But I've got 18 miles on the range and 19 miles to get there. Oh dear. Nightmare. But at least that gap now going a horrible 38-40 miles an hour on the motorway has got me off the motorway.
In 500 feet, enter the
It's
roundabout.
not quite the
and
journey
take
I
the
wanted.
first exit.
The problem now is it's alright when you've got 4 lanes of traffic. When you've got 2, you can't really be a idiot and go slow, because there's not much opportunity, significantly less, half the opportunity to overtake. So I'm gonna go 43 and grit my teeth and go sorry. Remember, we're on a massive climb up, and so now I've dropped to 15 miles with 17 miles left, so the gap's growing again. Oh, great, now I'm back on a motorway, M2. Oh, not keen on this. This is good. It's a big old downhill. I'm actually getting good speed. And what goes down must go up, as they say. Oh no, they don't say that, but in this case, yes. And now I'm burning through huge amounts of power, dragging her uphill. 12 miles now, but this is about to go up. This is about to go down. I mean, brilliant news. There's traffic control, 50 miles an hour. That's excellent news. We just need some more roadworks, delays, all that sort of jazz. 8 miles on here, first time in this last hour. 7.1 miles range to the destination. 8 miles. I'm really hoping they've got something there hardware wise, and they've got the time and they're willing to put the time in to go, I'll tell you what, yeah, no, we'll do that, we'll sort that out, swap that whatever it is out for you. Unless it goes horribly wrong and it's some major problem, or they can't get apart. I'm 2.8 miles away, 5 miles on here. Wowee. Takes me back to early Nissan Leaf days. Just to make it a little bit more challenging, I took a wrong turn as well. Not intentionally, obviously, I'm joking. Took a wrong turn. A Renault Zoe. Perhaps I should have gone in
500
in Zoe.
feet, enter the roundabout and take the...
Had I have known, of course, I could have gone when I had plenty of charge, knowing that this error message would screw me over. Didn't know that. If I'd also known that I could rebook, they give you 24 hours grace if you have a breakdown, because they're kind, which is quite good. If I'd have known that, I could have gone straight to Dartford and see if they get it sorted first before having this nightmare journey. But I didn't know either of those things, that would screw me over so massively. Thought it might be able to clear it, because it charged fine the first time. I didn't know that actually they would allow me 24 hours grace. I've got to be back before 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, latest. I'm not sure that's going to happen, if I'm honest, but we never know. So, yeah, there's a bit of reflection.
In 1,000 feet, enter the roundabout and
Must be
take
close
the
now.
second exit.
Oh, Tesla! Please be really good at what you do. Oh, am I glad to see you. Am I glad to see you. Hopefully. Tell me you're awesome. Oh look, there's one on the back of a tow truck. I'm here. Woohoo! Oh, what a nightmare. 3 miles left. Oh, man. Right, let's get out of this thing. Okay, my car's gone. So they're going in. There it is there. Hopefully, they can actually sort it. Let's see if there's anyone in there. Here's what the brake light's from, isn't it? There's someone actually in there. Okay. Yeah, he was very nice. That looks sweet as. Especially as low as that. Look at that. That's what you call a low rider. Right, I'm supposed to be going to get some lunch because this is not going to be a 5-minute job. I'm just really hoping that they can fix it. I really am. But I don't know. I'm not holding out much hope. If they can, I suppose if they could do it in 24 hours. Well, mine is Friday, so worst day to go. If they could fix it like tomorrow, yeah, I wouldn't be going to Poland, but at least I could book a hotel or something and then pick it up and drive home tomorrow and just lose out on the holiday. It's not an exciting holiday, but it was supposed to be a historical going down to Auschwitz. Anyway, I'm going to find out where somewhere to eat is now and get on with that. Nice little spot. Moorhen. Oh wow, this is steep. There we go. So hello, my name is Tom and I'm a technician working on a vehicle. I found that there's an internal fault with the charge port door ultra high frequency sensor. A new charge port door is required. Thank you for approving the estimate. Anyway, I've approved the quote. I've paid, well, put the card earmark down to pay that quote, which I think was for a total replacement of the charge port. We shall see if that price differs. I should imagine the invoice will actually be different than the estimate because he's mentioned ultra high frequency sensor. So hopefully it will be slightly cheaper because it came out at 380 quid. 55 quid for the part and then the rest labour plus VAT. Which, to be fair, I'd have had to waste a ticket, 200 quid train ticket. So it's like, well, actually, if it gets fixed now, I could have that invoice in my man maths. But there we go. So it should be fixed for the next hour and a half, all being well. Probably worthwhile having to sit and have a look at this actually whilst we're here. Look at this. Right in the middle of an industrial estate. That's just where I've eaten. All these just office buildings. Nice Polestar too. Audi e-tron. Look, they can charge. If that's your Model X, let us know. Or that one. 75D. Interesting. Another Model X over there. It's one of the vehicles I just don't see much anymore, apart from suspiciously in service centres. Is that a coincidence? Hopefully not. Okay, it's 5:15 and we are off.
Now enter the roundabout and take the fourth exit.
They close at 5, so stayed on a little bit, got me sorted. So now we are back off. Oh, what a day. Right, I'm just heading off now back to Folkestone.
Now enter the roundabout
But
and take the first exit.
Something's definitely gone wrong with this since, because my left indicator is not working, I just noticed. Left indicator, it blinks once, but doesn't go again.
Enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
But they're closed now, so I can't go back, unfortunately.
Now enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
Okay, I can't really do a lot about that. I'm just going to have to note it and then contact them. But it'll indicate once and then stops. I'm not sure why. So the plan is, I've got a piece of paper that says I can get back in, and I got to click the info button at the main screen.
Right to stay on M25 towards M20
so
Dover. Hopefully
that will do, and their signature at the customer services will do. Oh, it's a nice little Lambretta or something. Hopefully that'll get me in and we won't have any more hassle. Hopefully not. Probably don't need the exit anymore. I'll take that off. Okay, there we go. Can't indicate left, but we are now heading out towards Channel Tunnel. So this might be where I have an issue.
Now turn left.
Good evening, Rob speaking. How can we help?
Hi, yeah, I came back previously, but my car conked out whilst I've already booked in.
And I'll sort you out.
Yeah, I've never done this before, so in terms of conking out and coming back again, so. Okay, here we are again. Right, they've got me on. Wow, yeah, totally different story. It's like there's no one here. Exactly the same spot. Quite a few hours later. Right, please, please. That works. It's white. Woohoo! Yes, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Dee 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 dee. Right, starting to charge. It says.
I'm thinking of buying Celtic. You could put Rangers in Celtic.
It says starting to charge. Is it? Yeah, it's supercharging. Phew. Charge at 90 kilowatt. Let's do it. There it is. Charging. Well, I was charging for about 5 minutes, and it's been called up already, so I'm going now. But when I ended that charge, the light went red. So I'm slightly confused. I'm really hoping that I haven't screwed something up, but anyway, it went white again. I'm not really sure how I could screw it up, but there we are. Okay, here we are. But there's no, just to be clear, there is no error. Got my passport done. Thought I'd better do that, the most important thing, rather than talk to the camera. But there isn't an error. So what anyone says, there's no error there. I'm just really hoping now I have no problems for the next 18 or whatever it is charges I've got to do. Okay, I have to go in the large because it's not flexi though, is it? So because it's a Tesla, you have to go in the large one. Anyone that's travelled across already will know this. She actually said, because it's a Tesla, you have to go in the large, don't let them put you in the small. Oh yeah.
Lane 16, please.
Lane 16, okay, thank you. Bit of a glimpse of it out there. Kudunk, kudunk. Kudunk, kudunk.
500 feet, turn right.
I don't think I'm going to turn right. We are in France. Ooh. Okay, we are coming off. What's not working at the moment is the sat nav. So hopefully we're going to jump in a minute, because this is still in the UK as far as I can see, Folkestone.
Now turn right.
Yeah, it's kind of right, but at the moment it thinks it's in the UK for some reason. Uh-oh. Hopefully this will work. I'm not 100% sure it will though. Maybe it'll take a while to get its bearings. Perhaps. We shall see. Very odd. Very, very odd, because it actually thinks... Oh, here we go. Yay! It's suddenly... That's good. Very good. Welcome to France! Woohoo! Distance in kilometers an hour. There we go. Easy as that. Go to display, kilometers. Job done. So now this is all working. What I'm actually going to do is re-navigate to the charger, which is Dunkirk. Let's
2 kilometers.
navigate
keep left
there.
to take A16, E402 towards A40.
So we're going to navigate there instead, because I want to try a supercharger whilst we're here, and the closest one, well, apart from going straight into Calais, I'm going to navigate here and see what we've got. Okay, I have got some Tesla chargers. Wow, okay, that's pretty cool. Do they work? Do they work? I expect they do, don't they? I'm gonna pull up here. These will be the first ones ever used in Europe. Need the CCS adapter. Does the button work? No, the button doesn't work. Okay. That does though. It's clamped in. We got some flashing. We got some green. Excellent. Charging. Love it. Woohoo! 90 kilowatt hours. And oh, Burger King. Could pop there, I suppose, for something to eat. 30 minutes remaining to fully charge. Nice. And It's free. How cool is that? Well, there we go. I'm sat in the, well, I'm laying in the back. Let me get a shot. You really can't see me, but I'm laying in the back seat. I've got a bit of a mattress on, blanket over me, tinted back windows, and camp mode's on. Except from the camp mode's on, it leaves the screen on, which is a bit strange. So I've powered off the screen, but then you lose the power to the USB ports, which is one of the reasons for camp mode. But anyway, air conditioning's on, so that's nice. Oh, it is 6:52, which is really 5:52. That has been a an interesting night. Not the most comfortable, and I turned off the camper van thing almost 10 minutes in because it's quite noisy actually. When you lay on the actual seat, you can hear the compressor kicking in, that sort of noise. So, right, I might as well, I'm going to go to the beach, Dunkirk, and then have a little walk around, and then carry on the journey. New t-shirt. Right, yeah. I mean, one good thing is, got my trousers and that on, and you can stand up, which is pretty neat. There we go. Okay, gonna try and head out now. Goodbye, charging port. I am completely confused here to how I actually get out. Keep right, it said. Okay, I'll keep right, and then you keep right, and it takes you around here. That way, both, that's one way. Can't go up that way. So if this is the way into the place, so I go into the place here. Okay. Back.
Now keep right to take N1.
Here we go.
Now turn right.
I can't see. I must be missing. That's Dunkirk, where it says exit. Well, where I am now, Port Centre, a museum, maritime museum. This place must have a bit of a nightlife because there was rubbish. That thankfully that thing's gone right absolutely everywhere. Well, hey, I really need the toilet. If that's how you pronounce toilet. Toilet. We are back, and I'm just going to go head off. Might as well start the trip. Trouble is, nothing is open until about 10 o'clock. Otherwise, I'd love to sit on the beach and had, well, just above the beach on the whatever it's called, and had something to eat. But it's 8:38. Everything opens at about 10, so I need to get on really and get going. Well, we are on our way to Bruges, if I could actually get this thing to do it. You'll see the first one, Belgium, Lokeren, and that's where we're going. I'm on here for another 100 kilometres, so I just sat on this for 100 kilometres, and we should be getting to, basically across to here. So we're going to be going across, must be getting into Belgium in a second. You hardly notice it probably. I think we're in Belgium. Signs have changed.
Countries outside the Euro
So
zone,
this is,
not including the
that was the phone company saying welcome to Belgium. So we're in Belgium. So that's where I am at the moment. Right here, a little dot. You get all the way over there. It's quite a way. There's an old buslet. Pretty cool. Okay, Antwerpen. That's where we're turning off at. There's a few wind turbines. Okay, I need to turn right here somewhere.
Now turn right.
Here we go. That's fairly close, isn't it? Fairly close, boys, to the old ding dang do. Let's reverse in here. There we go. Okay, that's working. That's working. Nice. Wow, it's charging very slowly. 35 kilowatts. There we go. That's more. It's ramping up now. Thank goodness for that. Nice little bar and restaurant. Nice. That is a very cute little character. Well, I am off. That was a bit of a rush back because I didn't want to get idle fees, so I had to cram everything in. Oh, my little McDonald's thing into one little box and sort of do a speed walk, like Olympic speed walking, all the way back carrying a ice cream and a burger and chips crammed into one pot, apart from the ice cream. So now we're off to, we'll be in Germany next stop. But this is not doing what it should do. It's saying calculating for the last 7 or 8 minutes. But it's on here. So I am going to cancel this, I think, and then redo it. Okay, I've just done it again. So I cancelled it and redid it, but it's still not working. We've got a signal here. I'm not really sure what to do about that now. Might regret cancelling it on here, although I can't see any details because it was frozen. As in, the screen was moving, but the navigation wasn't working. Okay, still not completely done, but the charges have come up at least.
Drive
And there, yay! There we go.
A14 for 6 kilometres.
But one good thing to note is that you have to be on you have to put some pressure on the steering wheel, but these long stretches are just a piece of cake in terms of driving with the autopilot. It's just brilliant. It's keeping the lane, slows down, people pull out, it slows down in a natural way, despite it being the old version and the old hardware. Works really, really well. There's a very strange wall there. I mean, look, it's made out of glass. Really high. There's a big structure behind it holding it upright. It's like an ice wall. Antwerpen Centrum. Yeah, so at the moment stuck in a bit of traffic though. The glass wall continues. Yeah, that's the edge of the world. Maybe. You never know, do you? There's a climb. Oh, I can see a tree beyond it. Maybe it's not. Navigate on autopilot. Unavailable in 100 meters. Unsupported tunnel. Here we go into a tunnel. Now, if it was with my kids, obviously we'd hold our breath. But I have no idea how long this tunnel is. It's not that long there. Look at this. Here we go. We are out. And we're back on. Like, look at that. As soon as you come out, it comes back on again. That's pretty clever, isn't it? So a lot of those Fastnet chargers. Quite a few of them. Big stations. Well, It says welcome to the Netherlands, so I must be in.
It says hi from EE. Welcome to the Netherlands. While you're here using calls, texts, or data will encode.
Okay, that's where I am now. Exactly there, near. Gonna be coming up to Eindhoven.
Germany while you're here thanks to Europe.
So I am now in Germany. Shindong. That's where I am. Not long now to the charger. How long have I got? So let's scroll back up if it'll allow me. 22 kilometers, that's all. Moors. Right.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Krefeld-de-Straat. Now you have arrived at your destination.
Have I? Okay, where's the Tesla superchargers? Hey, there they are, down there. Right here, that's 40-minute charging maximum. Okay, that's interesting. I think I need more than 40. 35 minutes it says I should charge for. That's pretty convenient. Well, I will need this time. Ow, my arm. I will need this time. Right, it's white. Good thing is no issues so far since having it fixed. What we at? 48, 50. What's it going to jump up to? Let's take that rubbish. Take that rubbish and that rubbish. 90. Wow, okay, it's ramping right up. 115 kilowatts on this one by the looks. We've got a few Teslas parked on it. Got a little walk along here. Got 30 minutes to stretch the legs. Some sort of massive barbecue. Nice. Whoa, bike park. They got it all here. They've got a lake, stream, barbecues, bike park, grill wise. A mega big old event. Yeah, awesome. So I just asked them what it was, whether it was a wedding, and no, it was just for fun, just a family event. How cool is that? Got loads and loads, tables after tables of people. Fitness route. What a lovely place. Big old park, and we got basketball there. Look at these. Little wild strawberries, I think. Look at that. That's cute. And then you've got over there a volleyball net. Over that way. And I've got another 20 minutes to look round till I have to be on my way. It's quite strange going to all these places. You just drop in into the middle of nothing. And then you see everything. Odd. Very odd. Some sort of marshland. There's no swimming. Yeah, I don't think I'll give that a miss swimming in there. And there is some sort of water park, which is incredible. The fitness route. Okay, so you can obviously run around there. Well, I tried to get my glasses to translate that into English, and it didn't. It just kept repeating it in what sounded like French. Solimaire. I wonder what that is. Swimming pool? Maybe? Let's ask it here and I'll come back to you, see if it can do it. I asked it to tell me what this says in English, and it didn't. It says it appears to say Freud says Standard Solimaire in English. Brilliant. Okay, I asked it what am I looking at, and apparently that Solimaire is the name of the place, and it has an ice rink, a swimming pool and other activities. I'm assuming that's the ice rink. Kind of looks like it could be. Dragonflies. Wow. Black and blue. Nice. There you are, it's an old water wheel. An old mill. Huh. Nice. And here we are again. Okay, it says 1 minute to continue trip. And we're going to arrive in the next one at 3:56. So what is that? An hour and 40, an hour and 35 minutes time. And it says we're going to arrive with 9% charge. And I have to sit on that one for 50 minutes. So that's where I'm going to be next. Right, off we go to the next stop. 2 hours 20 minutes.
Meters, turn left onto Crefeld-Strasse.
206 kilometers.
Stay on.
Here we go, out of the peace and tranquility, back onto major roads again. So it's saying the temperature is 31. I mean, when I pulled out the car park, it said 36, which I thought wasn't right, but this is probably, I think this is probably it. It says 31 degrees C, so it's pretty roasting outside, and it's fairly cloudy. I don't think I've ever seen a red brick building that high. Look at it. Massive. Woo! Come off the motorway, and now we are at our next charger. All the way around this way. Whee! It's supposed to be up here somewhere. Okie dokie. Right, got it on 21%. It said it was going to be 28, but the motorway speeds are very high. So I was absolutely gunning it along. Oh dear. Right, let's go and stick it on charge and see how we get along. I will need this again. Oh, hello. Woohoo. Right. That should clunk in. Right, let's have a little look. It says 40 minutes to continue trip. Okay, 40 minutes to continue trip. Next one is there. Milk drink. Milk friends. Country. Whilst I've been stood here, I've noticed English plate, English plate, English plate, English plate, English plate. How very strange. They're all English. Bit odd. Decathlon. So you've got flowers, but you've also got a bar down the end as well. In your supermarket, you've got a bar, pizza place, and all sorts. And then you've got a, I'm not sure, tobacco place, thingamabob. And then you've got pharmacy. And then bikes, Decathlon, sports shop, and all those sorts of things. Okay, not bad at all. Oh, there's one here for Amy. Look at that, it's Whiteville Street, purple. Nice. So just went to the toilet, managed to find one finally, and as I'm coming out, just before I'm coming out, a bloke goes out before me and puts some money in a tray with a lady stood there who's a cleaner, and she said, "Danke, I haven't got any change on me at all." So that was a little bit awkward. I tried to say to her, "Do you have to pay?" To which she couldn't speak English, and then I tried to ask her, is it normal you have to pay? And she couldn't understand what I was on about, so we gave up on that. But yeah, that was not cringy at all. I presume you're supposed to pay. Those are all Polish guys with all those British cars. And they've got little chalk writings on them say sold, etc. So they must have picked loads up or something at auction. I have no idea. That's a lot of cars. Okay, 97%, that's enough to get going. But it does say charging needed to reach destination. Which is a bit weird. Because it says I've charged enough. Okay, well, it told me it was enough. It said you've charged enough. And now I sit in it, it says, oh no, you need... charging is needed to reach destination. Surely that can't be right, can it? Yeah, it's saying -1% now. Why is that? Don't believe it. This could be a mistake. Right. This could be a big mistake. Okay, I think the exit's here, isn't it? Although, should I follow him? Let me follow him, because it may be this is the exit. Okay. Well, hopefully
Now turn right onto
I will actually make the destination. It says -1%. It said 8% before. It said you can finish charging because you've charged enough. So I got to believe it. That's why I unplugged it. Get back in the car. It says, "Oh no, you need to charge to reach your destination." What? One thing I will do, if I go here and then I go vehicle. Is it that one? It's not vehicle. I always forget. Controls? No. Charging? No. Autopilot? No. Display? No. Don't. Is it that one? No. Tire presser. I want the one where you turn on battery. Oh well. Where do I want to go? This one, yeah. Navigation. Trip planning. Safety. Sentry mode.
In 200
here
meters,
somewhere.
Turn left onto Paderborn.
I'll do it in a minute. Right, it's under pedals and steering. Would never have got that. Range mode, there we go. Let's turn that on. Just in case. Hasn't changed that. It says we're going to get down 1%, which is a bit weird. Now it's got up here saying charge needed to reach destination. Bit suspicious, isn't it? Oh, now it's gone. There isn't. No, I don't need it. Okay, let's just pull that back down again, see what it says now. Oh, it says -2. This is a bit weird. I don't know. And now it's glitched out.
Drive northeast on A2 E34 for 5.6 kilometers.
Oh yeah, it's asked me to charge somewhere else now. Okay, it's rerouted. Well, that's interesting because I was going to book a hotel at the next place, but it's now rerouted me to a closer supercharger. Okay, it is what it is. Well, I guess I'll get a hotel near Magdeburg. Okay, I did try it a few more times to see whether it had recalculated. I put the original charger back into the destination, and it did not like it. It wasn't going to make it.
Exit 37 on the right.
So, yeah.
In 300 meters, turn right onto B442.
Yeah, a bit weird, really. Anyway, so we're stopping super early instead of like an hour and
now turn right
30
onto
or something.
B442.
We were stopping 30 odd minutes, 35 minutes in to charge again, and then we're going to a different, so it's reorganised where we're going, then we're going to here. So I think what I'm going to do,
in 200 meters,
I charge here
turn right
5:33, which is now. Then the next one's 7:08, and then this
now
one
turn
here,
right
9:17. So I might actually, try and book a hotel for that time. There's new and old. Bing, 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 bing. Here we go again. Here we go again. Pressing the button doesn't work. Press the button there. Woohoo! That works. Right. I think. Oh, it's lovely and cold in here. It's so hot outside. What do we got here? I think I'm going to book a hotel here, or B&B. Still a very long drive. It'd be nice to get here. That's a lot. That's many hours. Because it's still a long drive. But I could leave early tomorrow. Book there. Leave really early. I don't know. Let's play it and see what happens. But 8 minutes to continue trip. If in 8 minutes is 100%, yeah, brilliant. But I'm not. That's the first time. And at least it recalculated. But there's not a lot more I could do. It's on 97%, I think. But this is charged to full unless you really don't need to. I mean, why not? Because you can then, I would have been on the original route then. Okay, well, I tried to book a hotel near there. That place does not exist. If you type it into Google, it says, no, it's not a place in Germany. It's probably a misspelling. It's there. It does exist. If you zoom in, it does exist. But when I looked at other place next to it, see, it exists on this map. Just there. Unless it isn't a place. But when I mentioned that place, the hotel guy knew. So, strange but true. I think I'm actually going to go this way. Right, now time to carry on. But anyway, by the time I looked for a hotel and stuff, we charged 100%. Whilst I was sat there, my charge port door opened. Which is a little bit weird. Hopefully that's not a sign of something to come. It opened and it did it twice and I closed it. I want to basically go this way. I don't know which way I'm going now. I haven't got a clue. I'm going to go through here because I don't know where I'm going now. Not a clue.
Now turn left onto
Right.
Hannomagstrasse.
Going out here. Can I go left? Okay. Nice hotel there. That would have been easier. And then we're going left again. Woohoo!
Now turn left.
On the road again. 10 kilometers an hour. But here we are in Germany. So I'm doing 135 kilometers an hour, it's 80 miles an hour, and then you got guys going like that. See? Don't forget I'm doing 80 miles an hour, so I'm gonna pull out as well. And so they are doing, they drive like this all the time. They're doing 200 kilometers an hour ish. I'm doing 199. Those guys are going 200, so this is about 125 miles an hour, something like that. Look at all them wind turbines over there. There's a lot of them. Loads of them. Eglo, my light, my style.
Now take exit 71 on the right.
Next, supercharger.
In 300.
Okay, here we go. Again.
Now bear left onto Linden
I think
Way.
only, it's not, I go left, but I think it, I got a no entry here. I think it has to be straight over. Straight across, that no entry on the right hand side isn't a no entry for this one. Okay, that explains that. Good. There's always a McDonald's nearby. Tesla superchargers, lovely. Hardly any of them in use. Done. Ooh, UK guy. Okay, we are charging 40 minutes estimated time, so I guess what I'm gonna have to do is probably get something to eat because there's nothing else to do. Gonna get to my next one at 9:46 apparently. Okie dokie, we are off. That was a very successful little session. Charged 3% more or 5% more, something like that, than I actually needed to. And then I'm heading out of here. Hopefully I can get out before this car comes. I can. Lovely. Right, I won't be able to wear these glasses much longer because it's getting dark. And this is the first clanger that we've had. This is a major problem. It's just suddenly all the traffic stopped. We've all just suddenly slowed right down. It's presumably been an accident, I suspect. Hope everyone's okay. No emergency services yet. About 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later. And there we are. What are we? Hour and a half, 2 hours later. Well, we got conked out cars. What it is, I looked online, it's oil spill from 6 o'clock this morning. And then loads of cars subsequently going through into that oil and spreading it all up the road. And obviously that's all got to be completely cleaned off, and it's still ongoing apparently. Major disruptions east into Berlin, essentially on the A2. Great. So it's supposed to be at the hotel at 10:30. They stopped checking in at 10. My arrival time now is going to be 1 o'clock in the morning-ish. Okay, that's the queue of traffic about a mile away or something stupid. Brilliant. Well, it is 11:22 p.m. and we are still stuck. We are very slowly moving along, stopping, moving along, stopping. We were taken off the A2. We haven't even got, we skip a junction, I think. Yeah, one junction. Like one section between two junctions. They get off here and on here. And we haven't even made it along that yet. And I have a horrible feeling, even though my sat-nav's taken us back onto the motorway, I got a horrible feeling looking at this red line that runs all the way along here. We're not going back on the motorway. They're going to make us go around, but we shall see, because all the roads are marked as red for gridlocked. Disaster. And I'm still 1 hour 45 minutes away from the charger. Never mind the hotel. Hotel's last booking is 10 p.m. So I've been stuck in traffic, what, for 4 hours? And now I got an auto steer warning again. So now I've only got 2 more and I won't be able to use it at all. It's absolutely rubbish. Talk about nannying, that cannot be right. Go along at 1 or 2 miles an hour. And actually, when it came up, I was going, yeah, I'm here. And he went, ding, ding, ding. No. It's like, brilliant. Thanks for that. Great. So, SITREP, it's 1 o'clock. This started at 8:30, so it's 1 o'clock in the morning. What's that, 5 hours? We have just gone through an area where there was a junction and traffic lights. And it might be, dare I say, we're actually flowing now. For the first time in 5 hours. Sat in this car for 5 hours. And done basically nothing in terms of mileage. Okie dokie. I think we might be free. We'll see. If we get to the motorway, last time the last motorway exit was blocked off, so hopefully this one's open. Okay. Yes, we are actually getting on the motorway. We're going to get back on it. So that is bar 13 minutes. 5 hours to go 2 junctions, which is about, I don't know, 5 minutes driving. Oh my goodness. Right, let's go. Let's get on with it. Okie dokie. Right, let's get on a charge. It is 2:20 in the morning. Battery very low. That's the error message I got. This is the area. Fast, Ned. 7%. That'll do. 2:30 in the morning. Okay, here somewhere. It's
Now turn
3:15. So I'm here, but I don't know if anybody will to help me because it's way past check-in time.
Now you have arrived at your
I
destination.
might just be sleeping in the car again next to the hotel I paid for. Ugh, hopefully not. Hopefully it's just a night porter or something up. Please be up. That would be nice. Right, 3:09 a.m. Okay, here I am. This is me. 3:15. Right, bedtime. Okay, good morning. Let's do it. It's a very hot day. Woo! What I've got is a washed t-shirt, which I need to dry out in a bit. Okay, let's head back in for now and go from there. Right, off we go. So, what I do need to do is go back to the charger. Unknown location, yeah, I don't want that. That's not what I wanted. Let's tap that. Come on. I know you had a long day yesterday, but we both did. I wonder if I just navigate to it, I wonder if it'll come up with something better. What I'm slightly concerned of, so we're going 46 kilometers out of our way. I presume I'm going down and coming back up again. But what I'm slightly concerned about is this one here. It's been displaying weight, medium weight, since, I don't know, the last 48 hours. So I'm hoping it works. There's not a lot around there, but there are other chargers, I suppose. So just in case, but surely a Tesla supercharger wouldn't be down. Right, anyway, let's get going. 46 kilometers. And I should get there with 9% remaining. There was me hotel. I haven't seen it in daytime yet. Boiling. Wow. Oh, Cube. Cube store. Well, I've got a Cube motorbike. Mountain bike. Motorbike? What? Huh. That is massive. Right, this I do recognise from last night. It's a nice old building over there. That I do recognise. Alright, let's get some cooling on. So the fields I was driving through yesterday in pitch black, they are actually, turns out they're beautiful cornfields. Look at that. It's a nice plain. Presumably would have all been woodland years ago. Very nice though. Very nice avenue of trees as well. Beautiful.
In 200 meters,
We're by a
you'll
Nike
arrive at
building.
your destination. Now enter the roundabout and take the fourth exit.
What? Ah, there it is. Gonna say, thought I was on the road for a minute. Boom, boom, boom. 10:55. Right. Let that dry out a little bit. 51 kilowatts. It did ramp up before when it's done this before. 50 minutes until I can finish my trip, unless this ramps up, which I think it probably will. We'll see. Yep, ramped up to 112 kilowatts, which is not mega fast, but I definitely had faster. But still 45 minutes until we can leave to continue the trip. It looks like I'm pretty much going to have to get to 100%, I think. The next one is there. It's 236. Yeah, definitely. This is going to be pushing it. 3 hours of driving, 236 kilometers. I think it does about that when it's fully charged. Hopefully it'll be okay. Hot enough to dry my pants and socks out. Hopefully they won't all blow everywhere. They probably will, because that's what they've been doing so far. Whew. It is warm, as they say. Yeah, so 247 kilometers it'll do at 94%, and it's 236. So I'm gonna have to leave this one till it gets to 100%. Of course, it's charging at 34, so it's very slow charge. But I'm gonna have to leave it because I don't want to risk that at all. Last time that happened, it said can't make it and then rerouted. So I want to avoid that if possible. It's going to be close. It should give us 10% though when we arrive at the charger, all being well. But I think it might be slightly less than 10. I reckon it'll be about 5% by the time we get to the charger. Just how it's been going so far. So we shall see. Okay. It just finished. Literally that second. So unplug it. What do we got here? That should come undone. Good. Charge port closes. Lovely. That's what we like to hear. And so I added 52 kilowatts. Sounds about right, doesn't it? 52. Okay. Let's not waste any time. And let's get going. Oh. Woo. This is going to be very close.
Now enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
What? Not on a roundabout. Silly Billy. Right, so we are 2 hours and 2 hours 23 minutes, 236 kilometers. Wow, it's a big old one on one charge with no other chargers nearby, so a bit of a problem. I think I should have gone right there. I will continue round because I think I've just got to go back the way I came. Unfortunately, it's just the way I came, so let's go. Let's head back. Is it back? Oh, what's happening now? I actually don't know. There we go. Cool. Let's carry on. Oh, now it's saying minus 11%. Okay, I am confused. So this one here, yeah, that's all right. Oh, I don't know. I better not be minus 11%. It did this to me last time. No. What is it doing? Oh, you're so annoying. What are you doing? So it's asked me now to go. Oh, once we go back to the charger. Hey, if I press something, this thing is. You have to press the can to get that. Okay, I don't understand what it's doing now. We have got a bit of an issue because what it is doing, there's no point in going back to that supercharger. What it's doing here, look, it's saying go to the supercharger, back to the same supercharger. So it's recalculated. Then it's saying I'm going to arrive with 10%. So I'm going to go back to this supercharger. I'm going to plug it in again and just see what it does. But at this point in time, I've literally come off it, gone to go back the way I came, which was the original journey, and then it said, oh no, I can't make it. So for the fun and games, and for waiting an extra 10 minutes, probably by the time I've messed about with it, I am going to go and see what it does.
Now turn left.
Because we've already been here. So I'm going to turn left. Come through here, go back down to where we've already been.
Now enter the roundabout and take the fourth exit.
Don't want to enter the roundabout. No. Right, go this way. I am then going to plug it in again. It's because it's so close. Okay, we're on it for 1 minute. So I've taken a screenshot of the charge station I need to be at next, and I'll just have to do that if it routes me again. Bit strange, isn't it? It put in 0.79 kilowatt. So let's just get going. Right, let's go. Let's see what happens.
In 200 meters, enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
So I think here it's recalculating. 12% it says we should arrive on. So hopefully it's going to behave itself.
Now enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
We could definitely do without more messing around today, because it's been mega bad. So far, so good. So far, so good. Oh, that's the curb. Ouch. Right, here we go. Okay, it's not messing about now, which is good. Surely it must have been because I went round that roundabout. That's it. Right, onwards and upwards. Well, we are coming into Poland now. Police had stopped on the way back. Looks like we're going to get stopped. There's a bit of a checkpoint there. There we are. We are in Poland. I should get a text in a minute, I suspect, saying you're in Poland.
EE says hi from EE. Welcome to Poland while you're here using calls, texts or data.
Here we are, Poland. Excellent, getting closer. Wow, coming off to go to the supercharger. I get to see a little bit of the rural Poland for the first time, because I've been on the A4 the entire time. And this is taking me 10 kilometers away to the next charger. So we shall see.
Now turn left to stay on Pilaskałas.
Cobbled street. That's different. Park assist unavailable. I'm not sure what that means. It keeps doing that.
Now bear right to stay on Mieszko 1. Now turn right to stay on Mieszko 1.
I've had to have a little stop because this is just stunning scenery. Absolutely amazing. It's beautiful. Okay. This is a bit weird. This is saying we should go down here. I think this is probably one of the most remotest charges I've ever been on. Okie dokie. Lovely. We're out. It's so hard to believe it's actually going to be here, this supercharger. But there is definitely something built up there. It's going to be on my right, apparently. Fairly new development, actually, in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Oh, there might be a wait for Teslas. Yes. Okay, air conditioning on. And we got about 2 or 3 Teslas that can actually charge. Okay, this is the one where it had been saying for the last couple of days that just a timer on it saying there's going to be a wait, basically. So this is interesting. The A4 is what I was on. There's obviously no turn off to get here. It's on the it's on the wrong side. What's almost also very interesting is I'm pretty sure I'm going to need almost a full charge, which is going to pee some people off, but we'll see once I'm plugged in. Well, it has been an hour and 5 minutes and still not on. Still waiting. I think everyone's getting a bit sick of it now. It's actually someone's got a chair out their boot and then sitting out in the car park. That's how poor it is. Major problem being there isn't anywhere else to charge. That's the problem, of course. And it's a woeful amount of stalls here, as they call them. Closest is my next one, basically. Not great, so it's added quite a lot to my journey. So just to show you the issue, we got that one there. And we got cars here queued up. So when everyone laughs at them, you can kind of see why they laugh, because they just go, well, this is crap. Why would I get one? And I can see why, if I'm honest. It is a bit of a joke, because we're an hour and 10 minutes now into doing this, and still haven't got a charger. Then once I get on a charger, of course, it's going to be about 50 minutes, which is going to pee everybody off, because so now I have to wait for him to complete. Okay, finally I get to go on. It's my turn. Whatever next. Park assist, there's something broken about it, I'm not sure what. Whatever park assist is, it just says stop the whole time. So that's gone faulty. Here we are. Teslas everywhere. They're all up here. They're all there. Real bad. Real bad. Nowhere to sit. Time to eat a burger. That is quite tasty. Okay, I charged 94%. 94%. Off we go. Hours later. Unbelievable. Look at all these Teslas. Woo! Not great, is it? Not great at all. Anywho, off we go. Parking sensors may be obstructed. Clean sensors or ensure proper installation. Right, I need to check that at some point. Not been raining or muddy, so hopefully not failed, but we shall find out. Try and clean it, etc. One gripe I have, a bit of a funny noise rebounding, hopefully it's alright, is something to do with the phone. If you have a phone call, it mutes the navigation. And then you can't hear it. Obviously it mutes it. You have to go into settings and unmute it. It's like, argh. I was thinking, why is it not telling me where to go? Anyway, we're on the way. So we've got another hour 35, be at my next one, and that's the last stop before Auschwitz, which is there. So should be fine. 185 kilometers. I think it showed 235. So a bit of a buffer there. What times it's what percentage does it say? We get there on 24%, so it should be more than fine. Woo, it's warm. 29 degrees C. Also, the toilets, the males were out of order, and it was female only. And I'm like, nah, I'm not even going to try that, because I don't even know what I'm looking at particularly. Looked at the word for toilet, so I knew what toilet was, and I could see a sticker on there, and a bloke going in there making a fuss. I don't know what he was saying. Yeah. So anyway, I'm busting. I'm just hoping that I can hold it for an hour and a half. This is the first bit of rain we've had on the entire trip. And there's the automatic wipers for you that everyone talks about. Hey, there we go. They woke up. Kind of, yeah. Cool, good. Bit of another jam. Not quite sure what's going on. It's only been 10 or 15 minutes, so not the 5 hours, thankfully. Well, off the motorway to my charger now. It says there's 7 available. Let's click on it. Still 7 out of 12, which is a bit more like it. That is just normal behaviour. Just pull up, plug in, hopefully. Tesla chargers.
Now you have arrived at your destination.
Woo! We got no reverse assist at all. So let's try again. Need to have a look at that, why that's playing up. Loads of stuff here. Wow. We are charging. Current session, 0. 0 PLN. Let's see. I can see why. That's a bit of a problem. It is nowhere to be felt, shall we say. That needs fixing. That's gone. Charge time 15 minutes if you want to continue trip, but I don't, because I want to continue my trip and then obviously come back again, so I need to double it. There's quite a lot of stuff here. Could go and have a look, I suppose. Have a little check. Mind you, it's probably all closing now, I should imagine. 6:30 something. All I do need, if it's 68 there, then I need to do 60, 120, and 140, 140 kilometers minimum. So, yeah, so say 150 kilometers, but I'll just charge it the full. I'll have 240 odd then. Bomb back here on the way back, and then should get to that stupid charger, which is going to be packed again, isn't it? Unless I leave really early on Tuesday, which I might do. Okay, one of the things that you may be able to see, I thought whilst I'm waiting for the charge, you might be able to see that. I'll take a photo of it as well and I'll overlay it if not. Look what I found. It is not plugged in, the rear indicator. That was a simple fix after ripping this panel off. So I shall plug that in. Oh, it's also a bolt missing from there. I wonder if that's... who knows? But anyway, that needs fixing. I'll take a photo of it as well. Let's check it, shall we? Maintaining your Tesla whilst charging. Yoo-hoo! It does, it works. That's all it was. Brilliant. I've got left indicator back. Right, we are off. 68 kilometers, 51 minutes.
Now
we
right
will
towards
be
Magnica.
at the hotel for Auschwitz. Right, so we know why the parking sensors may be obstructed, because it's missing. But the indicator's fixed. Woohoo! So that means I can now indicate left, and also with the automation I can actually lane change, which I haven't been able to do. I've had to cancel it, which it's alright once in a while, but if you're travelling for hour after hour after hour. So off the beaten track now, making my way to the museum and the hotel. More cobbles.
In 200 meters, turn left onto Stanisław i Leszczyński Each, then your destination will be on the left.
There it is, the hotel. Okay. That's the museum, I believe. Yes, this looks very much like it. Wow. Right. That's the house. Wow. big shower. There we are. Okay. Mentioned air conditioning. I have a feeling it hasn't got any. Over there is where I need to go, I believe. I think that's right. Over there. I need to go to get a ticket, apparently. Couldn't get it online. It's really, really weird. But there we are. I don't... Oh, there is air conditioning. How's that work then, I wonder? Okay, morning. We're heading down. It is 6:45. Heading down towards the museum entrance. Hoping to get a ticket. It is a 13-minute walk. Okay. I'm getting my cardio in. Might as well put a walk on. Entrance 50 meters. Okay. Entrance here. People are already turning up. And here's the queue. She was right.
each room has this room, and 200 people had to sleep. So they have to sleep side by side. If somebody changes his side, other people have to do this as well. And we have to remember, most of them used to suffer from hunger, diarrhea. They were given black triangles, homosexuals blue triangles, Jehovah's Witnesses white triangles, and the Jews, not so many as the soldiers, so they had to terrify them. This is why they were punished for instance first because they were murdered. They weren't shot, they were sentenced to death by suffocation. beginning, local civilians from this village, they were expelled, their houses were dismantled, and the first brick buildings, they were built from building material which originated from the demolished houses of former civilians. I told you about Soviet prisoners of war. Soviet prisoners of war had to be the first brick buildings. It happened in winter time, it was very cold outside, that's why they died really very, very quickly. So that side, this was the first part. The second part was built on the other side. That side consisted of 7 smaller sections because at the very beginning Germans were planning to imprison 100,000 prisoners of war in Birkenau. In the course of time they changed their plans and they were planning to imprison even 200,000 prisoners, not only prisoners of war. That's why in 1943 they started building the third part of Birkenau behind those remains in front of the next woods, and they were planning to be the fourth part, but they didn't manage to do this before liberation. In each cattle car around 80 people were sent together with their luggage. As I mentioned before, Jews from Greece, they had to take a journey of 10 days from Norway of 12 days. The longest transport was sent from Corfu Island to Maidan and into another extermination camp for 18 days. And they were given nothing to eat and nothing to drink. So after arriving to Maidan, it occurred half of them were already dead. Some of the Jews, mainly those Jews who arrived in Hungarian Jews, they survived and they said it was impossible to change their position in these cattle cars, to move a little bit, to sit down, to stand up. You have probably heard about Elie Wiesel. Elie Wiesel, who was sent with Hungarian Jews, and just after arriving, as you could see in that photo, Jews were divided into those 2 parts. So Elie Wiesel, he said he didn't have even the possibility to say goodbye to his mother and his small sister, because his mother and his small sister, they were sent straight into the gas chambers. Elie Wiesel and his father, they were sent to monobins. You see those 2 chimneys far away? There are 2 very big chimneys located. There were those chemical plants located. They were employed by those chemical plants. Shortly before liberation, they were sent to Buchenwald. Unfortunately, his father died a couple of weeks before liberation of Buchenwald, so only Elie Wiesel managed to survive. He wrote a very interesting book after the World War II. It's called Night, The Night. But unfortunately, he passed away 2 years ago now. Both sides you can see the remains of the gas chamber and of the crematorium number 3, and they are remains of the gas chamber and of the crematorium number 2. And the whole terrain with these rocks, with these platforms, this is the memorial of victims of fascism. This memorial was unveiled in 1967. This is the idea of Hoyt and Clarion Auschwitz. So on the way to see the gas chamber number 2, you see actually the same plaques with the same words, but in different languages, because they should symbolize people from different European countries from which people were sent to Auschwitz. The first part is in English as well. There were not many English people who were sent to Auschwitz, only few Jewish women from the Channel Islands were sent to Auschwitz. There were also English-speaking political prisoners, English-speaking people who started helping Jews in other European countries, so they were captured, they were sent into this camp. There was, for example, a woman from Scotland, her name was Jane Hennig. She started helping Hungarian Jews in Budapest. She was captured in Budapest, she was sent into this camp, and she died from typhus at this camp. But almost everyone can understand English now, and also everyone is very important. It's like the first plot in English as well. And as far as I know, each rock, it should symbolize each person who was a victim of this camp. That's why so many rocks, that's why so many platforms. These rocks, these platforms, they were built after the World War II. They are part of this monument.
Na Polsku. A ja jakoś tak zawsze na nią wejdę.
So I'm not sure if you caught that on camera, but each one of these represents someone, is the idea of this monument. So all of this was added later, and each one is supposed to represent someone who was killed, murdered in fact.
And after murdering people, corpses were transported into the crematoria ovens, and they were cremated. To the Polish army before the World War II, and it was a warehouse, so the whole building wasn't destroyed. The SS soldiers, they covered up the openings for psychology, they destroyed the chimney, the crematoria ovens, but the whole building in Auschwitz is original. But they blew up the gas chambers and the crematoria in Birkenau, except for the gas chamber and for the crematorium number 4, which were destroyed by prisoners during a revolt, a rebellion. It happened just after the extermination of Hungarian Jews. This was the biggest extermination. At this time, the SS soldiers needed many young men working in the gas chambers. And those men, they knew one day they would be murdered, so they organized explosives. Actually, women were employed by one of the first close to the main camp. They sent them a special powder. So they made explosives of this powder. They decided to capture the number 4 and they wanted to escape. But to be honest, every one of them was captured. Nobody managed to escape, and almost every one of them was murdered afterwards. 450 men. The so-called zone of interest of this camp was 40 square kilometers big. Civilians from that terrain they were expelled, and there were different camps located. So mainly those prisoners who slept in Birkenau, many of them they were employed at farming there. So those men who used to work in this crematorium, they had to drop young ashes somewhere. They drop young ashes into special ponds, pits with young ashes, as that one were located around the gas chamber with human ashes. They were located around the gas chamber and around the crematorium in Birkenau. And later, as I told you before, they used human ashes even as fertilizer. They drop young ashes into fish ponds, into rivers that are things. So as you have seen, absolutely everything had to be recycled here. Indian hair, Indian ashes, absolutely everything, like in a factory. Fire under those Canadas. Remember the warehouses. They tried to liquidate records, and among other things, they sent around 100,000 prisoners who were able to walk and to work at other concentration camps inside Germany. The last, more or less 60,000 of them, they were sent in the so-called dead marches. Those marches were called dead marches because the first around 60-70 kilometers, prisoners they had to walk on foot. Most of them, they had only those wooden shoes from Holland, Dutch clogs, trousers, jackets. It was very cold outside, it might snow. So many of them died during those death marches. Those people who were not able to walk anymore, they were shot immediately by the SS soldiers. But relatively many, they managed to escape. They had better chances, better opportunities to escape during walking, even those who used to work in the gas chambers. And the camp authorities left only 7,000 prisoners at this camp, among them only over 600 children, and those people were liberated by Soviet army in January in 1945, so 8 years ago. In 1947, so just after 2 years, the Polish government decided to establish the State Museum and the memorial, but only on the terrain of Auschwitz-Birkenau, not in Monowitz, in the third part. And in 1967, that memorial of victims of fascism, which we have seen before, was annexed.
Okay, I am off. That is Auschwitz done. Birkenau done. back to the hotel. I'm going to go this way. Oh wow, look, they put their stickers on there. That is pretty cool. That's one of these. Stuck to the thing. So this is a monument to the Red Army for the liberation of the area in 1945. And this is mass grave for about 700 prisoners of the Auschwitz extermination camp, murdered during the final days of the camp's existence. 1945, almost got away, almost got liberated. Imagine that. There's some Polish boys playing table tennis. Oh no, they're on their phones. Look at them. Just like back home. Funny old lot. I think that's my hotel. I think. Is it? No. Doesn't look quite right. Oh well. I'll carry on walking. I've probably gone miles away now. A lovely butterfly. What's he doing? There he is in there. And nope, that's not it. Interesting. Possibly next one up. Maybe. Or it might be the next one down. Not 100% sure. It may or may not be. Might be the one down, I think. Possibly. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to go down. Pretty sure it is here because of the supermarket. Yep, that is not my hotel, but this is the little supermarket by it, and that is my hotel over there. He's cute, isn't he? Look at him. That's exit, isn't it? That's the exit. It has to be. Come on, open up. Yay. Excellent. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Any chocolate drinks? No. Okay, I got Muller Milch, which I'm guessing is strawberry milk drink. Lovely. It's alright. Bit meh. What I do want to do is get me books. What I also know is it's like 55 degrees in there apparently. Oh, you get open fully. The door that won't cause you any problems. Try again. Stand away from this. Will it go all the way up? It's not going to, is it? Interesting. Okay, I want that one. Where's my books? The radio starts playing. For some weird reason, we don't quite know why. Right, I've been in the hotel room for hours now. Came back about midday. No, what time did I get back? 1 o'clock? I can't remember. But hours I've been in here, so I thought I'd better go out and see if I can find some tea somewhere, maybe. It's quite quiet, you know? Look at that. There's a cat.
Hello, you. Oh, you're not friendly. Friendly? Come here, then. You're not friendly. Oh, don't look that happy about wanting cuddles. No.
Missing a parking sensor. Annoying. Very quiet when it's Tuesday.
yesterday, so Sunday, busy. And there's people sat out there. Now it's very quiet. I wonder. I think they're actually closed. They are closed. No one is open on... No one's open on Monday. Why is nowhere open? It is a Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning at 6 o'clock. Well, 10 to 6 in the morning. I am heading off. Put that in there. Need my passport. Woke up about 5. I was going to get up a lot later, actually. But I thought I might as well get going. I couldn't get to sleep. So why not hit the road, Jack? So I'm packing up and getting ready to go. Let's head off and get an earlier start. None of the doors are opening fully, which is a bit weird. There we go. That was funny as usual. Just said, the breakfast isn't ready yet, but do you think there's a drink there? And you say, a drink? Orange juice? And she went, okay, thank you. And took the card off me. I was like, bye-bye. Let's head off. Bye-bye, hotel.
Onto Maximiliana Maria Colbego.
Yep, that one. Let's do it. Off we go, boys! Woohoo! Just for interest's sake, so the distance I travelled so far on the leg down is 2,113 kilometres. So that's where we are at the moment. Which is, what's that in miles, I wonder? 2,113 kilometres in miles.
The answer is 1,312.96 miles.
There we are. So if it's the same again, we're going to be at 2,600 miles. Some of this countryside, you know, could be the UK. Very similar.
First exit.
Well, we're back here again.
In 200 metres, take the slip road on the right.
Let's pull in. He's having a little sleep. I shall be doing that later, I think. I'm going to try and do a load of miles today, and we'll see how that goes. It is nice and cool out here. Really nice and cool. It's funny, sometimes these, you can press the button and it works. Sometimes it doesn't. I've gone back a bit too far, I think. Let's try and twist that around. See if this opens fully. It is today. Now, I mean, what's quite remarkable is when it's cooler, there's no noise. Like one down here usually is a little fan noise cooling the whole thing down, but it's fine. So we got 35 minutes according to this to be on this. So 40 minutes and then job done. It has finished charging. Now 100%. Let's get going. Alright, let's go. No time to waste. So I know my way out this time because I've been here before. Woohoo! Probably can't see it, but there's sheep on that field over there, on that bank. Moving across. It's like, it's interesting, you've got this industry planted around and new roads being built and stuff, and in between it are these farming. It's like a conflict between industry and rural life. No idea the history of this area. But it's like that all the way down to where Auschwitz is. It's got pockets of farms in between industry. So it's about an hour and 52 minutes to get to the next charger, which I have a feeling is that horrible charger. Yeah. It's that one that says 3 spaces. Yeah, it's that one with 4 stalls and only 3 are working, and it's over an hour to get on it last time. So I'm really hoping in 2 hours time, which will be 7:40, 8:40, 9:40. I'm just hoping it's not busy at 9:40 on a Tuesday. Really hope not. I mean, at the moment it's alright, but that was a nightmare. Okay, well that's the couple of hours past.
In 200 metres, turn left to stay on 5. Now turn left to stay on 5.
Nightmare one, which, when you doesn't live update, but I've been clicking it, I got a short wait. So I'm really hoping. It said short wait last time, and there's a massive queue. Okay, there's no queue, to be fair, and it looks as though the stall is
now your
clear.
destination is on the left.
Oh, come on, let's get in there before any of the Tesla gets in there. This is looking good. I'm straight on. Yes. So as long as that stall hasn't gone down, I'm in. Feel a bit blessed here now. It's saying stop because the system isn't working because I've lost the rear thing. It's pushed back in, isn't it? Is the problem. This is a pleasant surprise. Let's hope it's actually working. Please start charging. Is it going to go green? Blue, 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 blue. Still blue, 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 blue. Uh-oh. Yes. Good. That was far less pain. Thank goodness for that. Oh. Right, let's get rid of this a second. Okay, so it doesn't show that charger now, but the next one will be... Oh wow, next one's in Germany. Okay, so I should be leaving Poland. I'll be there now 10 and 12, really? No, next one can't be Germany. It is Germany though. That's where I am now. Ah, because of the charge, that's an hour. I was going to say, I can't travel for 3 hours on a single charge. Okay, 6 stalls, 4 available, so that's really, this is the only nightmare station that we've had so far. So just clean the windscreen down as best I can, get all the flies off in the last couple of 1,000 miles. Some windmills over there, wind turbines producing some lovely power. This all smells a bit like weed, but I ate my burger down here a few days ago, and some bins there, which is always nice. Sound of lovely birds though. The interesting thing is, so I've got 30-40 minutes left. I'm thinking, there's no KFC here. I want a KFC. Mainly because of the language barrier, because it's just easier just to go to a screen and order, or you're familiar with what it is, etc. Thinking there's no footpath between the two. But then, why would there be? Because if you wanted a KFC, you'd drive there, wouldn't you? Well, it's a bit different with electric cars because you're stopping for 45 minutes. So, yeah. Somehow I've got to cross this road, which is not a safe road to cross. It's in fact a very dangerous road to cross. Seems a bit daft actually, the more I think about it. But, you know, if you want a KFC, this is what you got to do. Just run across and not get killed. Woohoo! That's a nice flower plant. Look at this, I can't even get across because there's a flipping big old dippy. Brilliant. Can't even get across there. I think I actually will go across here. Safer. Brilliant. Oh, there's steps here. Someone's cut into the mud. Nice one. Lovely. KFC. That was very pleasant. Funny thing is, little story, is whilst I was sat there eating my food, I saw a man run out of the KFC, hop along these little steps here, and I thought to myself, there's only one reason you'd do that. If there was idle fees for sitting at your Tesla supercharger, you might want to quickly run back. So it's quite neat, those idle fees, to be fair. It gets you getting the move on, doesn't it? Woo! That is a lot of transport. Let's go, boys. Woohoo! Didn't die. Get in. Bit of a cardio workout. In fact, same guy there. But he's not left. So he sprinted over and then presumably found he was alright. Strange. Oh. Right, so Germany, 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 and then Eurotunnel France can be tomorrow, so I need to book in the Eurotunnel. Cottbus, that's where I stayed last time, but I'm going to skip straight on past that and go to Bursterland, Germany, which is where I've been before. All these, I think, I recognise. I might book the Channel Tunnel for tomorrow. Earliest slot they got. I'll do that now whilst I'm waiting. I've got 10 minutes left. Okay, booking now. Arrive 3:59. Should be okay, hopefully. Okay, that is all booked. And I've only got 5 minutes left. That's perfect, isn't it? 170 quid though. Cheaper than going out because I got a much earlier time. So this driving and driving and driving is probably a good thing. Hopefully, if it all works out fine. Oh, 100%. And there's enough charge to continue the trip. It just said, so I need that 100%. Right, it stopped supercharging. Has it stopped supercharging? It says supercharging. I think it's still charging. It should say completed charge in a second. But that's, here we go. It's charge completed. Let's go. Let's get moving. No time to waste. Green. So press the button. Remove it. Good boy. No adapter, which is quite nice with these. And there's no other Teslas waiting, which is pretty incredible. Oh, the door didn't shut. Oh, that's unusual. Oh, that's worked. I was just about to say how handy that feature is. I haven't said that on the entire trip, and it didn't work. It did after 4 presses. Right, okay, well I've been able to drive along without any air conditioning.
Now turn right onto 5.
But now the temperature's climbed up to, well, it says 28°C. Come on, I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Right-hand drives. But now 28°C, I'll have to start having some aircon on. Doesn't seem to burn through much power, but obviously it's using something. And considering I need 100% of this charge to get to the next one, kind of required. It says I'm going to get there on 10%, so that's going to be good. It'll be about 7 probably by the time I get there. Hopefully about right if it's been calculating out on my last, whatever it is, 50 kilometers, whatever it uses. I haven't been exactly being slow to get to this charger, so cool. Anyway, onwards and upwards, back onto the old motorway. There are so many lorries, like for 2 hours, just passing lorry after lorry after lorry. The amount of produce being pushed up into Germany, presumably France, UK, coming up this A4 is incredible. For example, look at it. Look at it. It's just constant. And this is where this autopilot is just amazing. Just brilliant. If you're driving for hour after hour after hour after hour, this just with lorries pulling out, it's like, oh, stop, start, stop, start. As in, slow down, speed up, slow down, speed up. This just, feet are just sat there. Quite relaxing. If you look to the left, look at the view. If a lorry pulls out when you're not looking at that exact second, which someone almost had an accident earlier on. They're an Alfa Romeo, just a SUV type thing, and a lorry just pulled straight out, and it properly, the back end of the car lifted up, and the front was skidding all over the place. Thankfully, nothing bad happened, but those things do happen. And if you're just staring, having this as a backup is pretty neat. Okay, we've now entered the Republic of Deutschland, according to a sign. There was a checkpoint somewhere I saw coming in. I'm not sure if this is just roadworks or that is part of the same thing. Toll coming up. Okie dokie. So I've got 48 minutes left. Should arrive on 8% battery at this point in time. Another 81 kilometers until the next supercharger, which is up here. Okay, we're at 8% and about 2 kilometers away from supercharger, about to turn off. Now, you might recognize this. We have been here before. In the middle of, very early in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that. This is the one.
Now your destination is on the right.
We came here and we parked up on the same thing, and it was very late. Now we get to see it in daytime. Beep, 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 beep. Will this button work, I wonder? Let's check it out. Yes, it did. Weird, isn't it? Some do, some don't. Wow, it's a stifling hot day. 29C it says. Press the button. Yes, door did shut itself. So 45 minutes it's saying until we can leave again. So we've got 3 more in Germany. So we can be there. 3 spare ones there. Up near Hanover. 7 stalls available. 10 stalls available. So it's only that one we've ever had an issue with. So we have travelled sort of around this place. Yeah. All the way up to date so far. I'm gonna lie down, a little sleep. Okay, still not come back, so I'm trying to find a way to pull in somewhere. This is not annoying at all. I don't know what it's doing, but I'm pulling here. Reverse around again. It was absolutely fine until I unplugged it, and now it's decided what it's going to do is pretend it doesn't know where it is. Charges. Right, then cancel. That's my alarm. And then do navigate to home. Hooray! Right. I've pressed it. Let's go. It's decided to wake up again. So, here we go. Let's do it. Man, oh man, that was a bit... I'm not quite sure. The second time it's done that, it gets a bit stuck. It forgets what it's doing. Last time I lost that though, and this continued, so it's like,
In
well...
200 metres, turn
carry
left
on.
to take the A13 slip road towards Berlin.
So we should be all good. Let's recalculate this, because it was saying we're going to get
Now
around
turn left
20%.
to take the A13 slip road.
All returns to normal. We have got 182 kilometers, 2 hours until the next charger. So the next charger will be, let's have a little zoom in, or zoom in, and past Berlin. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more charges in Europe, and then allegedly 1 more in the UK. Okay, we've just got a warning for a traffic jam. Something's going down. Looks like we're coming to a standstill. No. Does this tell us for how long, I wonder? Do it. Let's have a little look. Probably quite significant. And there we go, just like that. It's over. Car smashed up. Hope everyone's okay, but it's coned off, so it happened some time ago by the looks. Oh, some nice new Teslas there. A few of them, isn't there? Pretty sure this is the stretch of road that had the oil spill all over it. It's still closed by the looks. Sweeper trucks going along, cleaning it all up. It's completely closed. And I think that's the one where I got stuck for 5 hours. Yep, this is it. They still haven't sorted it. That is unbelievable. These guys are still queuing up. Days after that day it happened. Wow. Crazy. Look at it. Presumably this is going to go on for mile after mile after mile after mile. What a nightmare. Mostly all lorries. Rightio. Next
In 300
supercharger.
meters, turn left onto Wienersdorferstrasse. Now turn left onto the
Guess where that Tesla's going? Thankfully, when I click on it, it says 5 stalls out of 8 available. Guess where that Tesla over there is going, I wonder. Ooh, just need a couple more and then we'll be laughing. Yep, there's both those Teslas in there.
Now your destination is on the right.
Oh wow, yeah. Couldn't have many more, could I? In we go. Oh. Bing! Whip, 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 whip. Done. Actually, saying that, I'm not done. What am I doing? I'm being a complete idiot, aren't I? I'm being a complete idiot. Now I've got to wait for this boat to come out. Stitch myself up here. I need to be on that side. There isn't one. There isn't a post that side. That's interesting. I'm on this end one. Great. That was a mistake, wasn't it? Boom. Let's try again. Let's try again. At least I haven't got to reverse a boat out. Will the button work? Nope. Hit and miss. That looks like a nightmare. I don't want to do that. I definitely don't want to reverse this boat out. Man, oh man, they're completely wedged. Hopefully they won't crash into my car, that'd be a shame. 45 minutes I've got. Thankfully there's a McDonald's here. That is very close. What a place for me to park. Flipping it. Oh my goodness. Nightmare. He's got it. Woo. Whoa, whoa, you, my goodness. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, you got. Whoa, 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 whoa! Can you speak English?
Huh?
Can you speak English?
Little bit.
Do you want me to come off charge? Do you want me to come out? And then you can reverse in here.
Yes, yes.
So swap. If you go forward, I'll come out. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to come off the charger for him because that is going to end in tears. Let's do that one.
Now turn left onto Glindenberger Way.
I can't turn left yet. Charging to reach destination. I haven't finished charging. Right, I've moved over it. Plug this in first.
Stop! How was your heart rate?
Close.
Ich kann noch zurück, aber ich finde es halt da an der Seite finde ich halt schwierig. An dem Supercharger. Weil
The door is struggling. There is something going wrong with that door, definitely. That's a shame. That's another thing that needs sorting. Right, let's go. We are off. Woohoo! Right, 1 hour 30.
Now turn left onto Glindenberger Way.
1 hour 30, and then we're at our next supercharger. But after all the excitement, I thought I'd better actually have a little stop and have a drink. And I've come straight off the slip road into huge traffic jam. Aww. Maybe I should have gone that 10 minutes earlier. Oh, blow. So what we got here? Does it tell us? It can only happen recently because there's free flowing traffic. Got something here and something here going on. Oh! But anyway, that boat, the glasses died partway through recording. There was a lot more after that, but he got out in the end. But man oh man, that was very tense. So close to... They've only just bought the boat. She said, new. I was like, what, new? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh my goodness. That's a bit of a fire to go through. I wouldn't like that. I thought, oh, I got a new boat. Let's have a quick Mackie D's. Park up. Went, oh shoot, got to reverse. Oh, no thank you. But they're on their way now. Unlike me. Right, okay. We've hit another delay. Not sure what. But... something else has happened. There's just a few lorries on this road. Just a few. It's crazy. It's like if I pull over to the right slightly, you can see it all the way there, possibly. It's glasses, so not great, whatever it's called. But it's just a whole long line of lorries. Also, because I have charged longer than I needed to, it's reorganised the chargers, so I'm not visiting all the same ones anymore. Before, it's completely in sync to what I did the first time round. Haven't been to this one, for example. Don't think I've been to that one. And it's also got rid of the one at Calais. You've got Bruges, Belgium, which this is where I've charged before. I've charged on that one. The next one is Maidstone. And then to Membry. So there's two in the UK, it was one before. So we shifted them along slightly, so... Yep. I can't quite get over it, and I keep on about it, but look at how many lorries there are, both ways. It's like... this is chock-a-block with goods going back and forth. Right, here we go. We are turning off to the next supercharger. I can see it. Ooh, this is a big old charging place, isn't it? Wow, don't think we've been to one this big before. Ooh. We are here. Right, it's starting to charge. What I want to do though is I actually want to charge. It wants 30 minutes here, but I actually want to charge at Calais. So I'm going to cancel the trip. Because our arrival, Maidstone, is going to be 3:19. Let me cancel this. Okay, it's properly crashed out because I can't. So I'm just going to kill that. It's gone to Russia. Don't think we want them in Russia. Okay. So having a look here. What I want to find out is that is probably the one. Okay, we had Eurotunnel France Terminal, which is Eurotunnel France Terminal. I'm going to navigate to that and see what it says from where I am. And let's see if it brings up the same charges as I've been to before now. We'll find out. It kind of does. It's strange though how it's changed its mind to a degree. So the next one is the same. But then I've got another one. There's two different ones here. Then I'm back to Lokeren in Belgium. Lokeren. Then Eurotunnel. So I'm going to go this one. 1:53 AM I would get there. Let's need to double check what my ticket time is now. I don't know if it's traffic or what, but I was originally going to be home at 3:27 looking at the screenshot I took a photo of it. Now I'm going to be home at basically 6:30. Where's the 3 hours come from, I wonder? There was possibly an hour of delay in traffic, so that's that. But where's the other 2 hours? I don't really get it at all. It must be traffic. Basically, I'm going to be home 3 hours later than I would have been when I set off at, whatever it was, 6 o'clock this morning. Very odd. Anyhow. Right, I rerouted it. I cancelled it and then rerouted again, going back to see what my arrival time would be, because I thought it would put it back as it was before, but it didn't. Now Eurotunnel France is on there. I've just said go home like it was already doing, and it changed its mind again. But anyway, I'm going to leave it like this now, and then all this is changing. It must be based on traffic, I guess. I don't know. You've got all those charges, plus, look at this. There's a massive array, isn't it? Wow. I don't think I've ever seen so many chargers. That place was lovely, but as is always the way, I didn't have any time to stop because the superchargers are too quick. But I did buy some presents. Oh, don't open the Falcon Wing door. The trouble is, it's chocolate and some coffee. It's a bit cooler in here, so I put it in there. That's presents for them. Oh, it didn't shut the door. Did the second time. Right. Time to go, go, go. Again. Do you ever feel like we're on some sort of loop? I do. That, and also hot chocolate, absolutely amazing. Oh, it was beautiful. So I'm really hoping that the sun does not melt those chocolates. I mean, we're half 5, 20 to 6. Things should be getting cooler.
Stay straight to take the A2
Not
slip
hotter.
road towards Hanover.
That hot chocolate was beautiful, but I had it poured out, sat down, and I thought, oh, I've only got 5 minutes left by the time I'd selected some lovely presents. So I said, can I take it away? Well, we're back on the motorway. I don't want to keep doing updates for charging, etc., but that's kind of what it is, apart from the actual visit on the day. So I'm back on the road again for just 40 minutes, 70 kilometers. having a quick charge for 20, and then off I go again. Oh, that is very nice hot chocolate.
In 200 metres, turn right onto B442.
Next charger. Park assist unavailable. I've been hearing that now for about 10 hours. Park assist unavailable. I've been here. I have been here. Didn't recognise any of it at all until we got to here. Will it? Oh, it's the wrong flipping side. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. After all this time. Idiot. I took the advantage of... will the button work? I think it will. I'm going to guess yes. Yes! Got it right. Of parking in the shade. This is actually going to be very close. 5 minutes left on the charge, 92%. It says I'm going to get to my next charger at -2. So I make that arrive in about 5%. Alright, charging complete. I'm going to get there on 6%, it reckons. You're right. That's going to be so tight. So tight. Let's do it. Gonna get there. 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm gonna get on 6%. We are back on the motorway. I'm not so sure about the speed there. We shall see. Just readjusted everything again, and my arrival time's gone back to. Oh no, it's adjusted again. Well, I don't know what's going on. Readjusted the sat nav. Still the same place we're arriving at. Nothing like warm water, so I'm putting it up there and cooling it with air conditioning. Quite miss these. There's just loads of them, different styles, and then you got beautiful corn or barley. What is it? Look at that. And you got lovely avenues of trees that run alongside these fields. Incredible. Auf Wiedersehen. I presume I'm now in the Netherlands. I can't be. Why did it say Auf Wiedersehen? I think it did, but this is the next charge, it's Germany. What? Uh-oh, it's recalculating something.
Drive west on A2, E30 for 400 metres.
Oh, it's added another supercharger somewhere. Shoot! This is not good. Why is it doing that? Yeah, it's added something else. It's added another charger. It didn't like that at all. Right, it's good from planning point of view, but it's not good for planning point of view. It's like, should have known that to start with. It's obvious, isn't it? If you're like 3-4% arrival, it's not going to like it. I don't think it reroutes back again, so because it's all been uphill for the last 5 miles, I don't think. Okay. What will be good is a prompt saying, looks like X, Y, and Z, would you like to? Rather than it just doing it. Because the arrival times are very similar. But for example, I was just thinking then, if you were travelling like I'm doing now and you arrange to meet someone at services, you might go by the original plan, then it just changes it. You're like, oh shoot. It's not going to go there. You have to cancel it, your destination, put in the destination of that services to meet them there. Just a bit odd that it doesn't say, would you like me to? Just goes ahead and does it, which is kind of helpful. The arrival times, even to home, it's not changed hardly at all. It's about 10 minutes different, 10 minutes later. So it's not much of a change, but even so, it'd be nice to be asked. It's like a 10-minute, 15-minute detour off the motorway. Managed to actually roll a curb on one of those windy sort of traffic calming things. Thankfully I've got no warnings in terms of tyre going down or anything. Hit it pretty hard. Man, oh man, this is way out of the way. Yeah, at least 15 minutes off route both ways. 30 minutes added to the journey, this one. Turn right onto here.
Now your destination is on the right.
Is it? Is it there? Okay. I'll believe that. I have no idea where. Oh, this is a bit of a waste of time, this is. This is a bit of a rubbish Tesla spot, if I'm honest.
Now turn right.
I don't know. Oh, there they are. Right. That was easy. Not. This is a stupid spot. This is like the worst one of the lot, probably. There we go. Right, that was as clear as mud. Right, judging by this, 71 minus 71% at Belgium. So I'm going to be here 45 minutes. That did not work. Woo! Right, let's have a quick look. Did I do any damage to this? There's black mark all over it, but actually that scratches off. I think the tyres come over and hit it. Right, pretty confident we're going to have exactly the same problem as before, because this is slightly worse. We're at 99%, about to go to 100%, and charging's about to stop. But it says I'm going to get to the charger with 3% battery. What's going to happen is we're going to be driving along, it will then recalculate saying you can't make it and push me to another charger, probably a bit like this one in the middle of absolutely nowhere. I've got a horrible feeling that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm fairly confident that's what's going to happen. So we shall see. Hopefully not. Hopefully it will just let me get to that next charger. Perhaps I should actually try and get to that next charger. So I'll take a photo of that just to remember it. Boom, it stopped charging. And now it's saying I'm going to get there on 18%. I'm pretty sure it's going to do what it did last time, if I'm honest. Oh, it's hot out here. Really, really hot. It is boiling. It's about 35 degrees. Off we go. Try not to jump any lights accidentally. Okay, I'm not really sure which way to go. Genuinely, I'm totally confused by this. It's a very confusing junction for someone that's not used to
right onto
confusing junctions in foreign lands. It thinks that's a person, which there is a person there now, but it thinks the bin is a person. Nope, it is not. Right, we are now finally on the slip road. Not quite as bad as it could have been. Onwards and upwards. So we got 2 hours and 24 minutes to get to the next charger, which will be quite a way away. 236 kilometers, and I don't think I can really yeah. I don't think I can go very fast. So from there to there is fine. It's this one is a bit of a stretch. Very pretty. What I like is the integration of all the greenery. Oh, we got a bit of a tunnel going on. Listen. There it is. So we're saying goodbye to the sun. So we set off at 6 o'clock this morning. Kind of saw sunrise really, got up at before 5. Look at that, it's beautiful, isn't it? Got up before 5. And now we're 9:30 at night. I don't want to break the speed limit. It says 100. Whoa, look at that. I don't know what's going to come out like. It's like the perfect avenue for... Wow, that is very good.
In 2 kilometers, Keep left to stay on A40, E34 towards Moor Centrum.
Okay, I got a sign a little while back saying 1 kilometre Netherlands, so we're going into Netherlands now. Welcome. I think that's it. That's the fanfare. Job done. Brilliant. We are now in Belgium. Woo! Yay! Woo! Just running around really the edge of Antwerp now. So we're about 22 minutes away from second to last stop in Europe. The tunnel, obviously we came through this and now we're going back through it on the way back. I love a tunnel, it's brilliant. You got all the lights, mood lighting. Here we are. This is where we have been before. Was this the first stop? I think this was the first stop on arrival. So 45 minutes. I'm going to have a quick walk out in that car park and then going to have a sleep. Okay, let's get going. We are getting going, boys. Time is 12:31. Oh, that's very bumpy. And we have to charge to 100%. It's charged to 98%, but hopefully that'll be okay. So we got an hour and 57 minutes until I get to the Eurotunnel. How many? It's 171 kilometers. So he's saying we're going to arrive like 34% battery, which is pretty neat. Well, we have just entered France. It's 1:44 a.m. Not far now, about 39 minutes to get to Calais. And then actually, it's about 5 hours. So I'll probably have a sleep. I'll have a sleep whilst charging at Calais, and then a sleep when I'm at my next charger. Here we are at Calais. It is 2:16 a.m. Let's go and see if we can check in. Well, there's not many people here at this time of the morning. Where am I going?
Now you have arrived at your destination.
Thank you. Oh, there's basically no one here. Let's charge this bad boy up. Is it going to work? I reckon it is. Yes, I knew it would. Oh wow, that was quite tight. Okay. Wow, they're a bit rusty, aren't they? Look at that. Right. Oh, 45 minutes remaining. I got loads and loads of time. The first call in an hour time. Take a photo of that. Is it even open? Please be open. It is open. Woohoo! Do 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 do. Okay, lane number 4. We got through passport control, etc. Oh, that's my alarm. In case I didn't wake up. I did. I heard the clunk of the charge finish. I had 2 alarms. One for the charge finishing so I can move the car, and one for an hour. Okay, 4:03, and we are moving on. Moving on up to the train. There she is. Where's our nice assistant? Hopefully somewhere. Oh. Right, back in the UK. Woohoo! It is 5:01, but it's not really. It's really 4:01 UK time. So, the navigation started taking me a weird place. I noticed that when I was in France. So I'm just going to put my normal sat nav on, and I'm going to head back the quickest route possible, which is 4 hours, just shy of. And then what I'm going to do is find a charger on the way. It's 220 something miles. The car will do 150-ish on the motorway. What's brilliant it's been raining. It's all misty and lots of rain, so let's get going. Kind of hoping the camera picks this up. Can you hear that? What are they thinking? When this was surfaced, they think, oh, that's a good job, we did a good job there. It's the ring road around London. It's all tourists, everything. Travel up here, they must think, oh my goodness. It has to be said that it's some of the worst roads I've driven on in all the time.
Stay on N25.
Embarrassing.
Take the first exit.
Okay, here we are. Best Western. There's a few people on the chargers.
Now turn.
Boom. Okay, I'm off. 133 miles, about 78-79% or something like that charged. I want to try and get to see the kids before they go to school, so I have to leave now because I arrive at 7:58 apparently. Just in the nick of time by a couple of minutes, if it works out alright. So, yep, so here we go. And here I am. Oh, park it up. Should we have a little look? Trips. It was a total distance of 2,430 miles.